and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a positive and productive day. My name is Kel with the Planner Isle, and in today's video, I'm doing a walkthrough of my 2023 planner setup. Let's hop in. So this year I'm in my Louis Vuitton GM or large agenda. This is A5 size, which is my absolute favorite size to plan in. It gives me plenty of writing space, and because it has larger rings and a lot of room, I'm able to use this agenda as my personal and professional planner. I don't have to carry around multiple planners or notebooks. Everything, all of my necessities, schedules, finance, etc., are all kept in here. So my front pockets are pretty simple. In the back, I just have a dashboard and a thank you card from Hoyt and Hun. In the front secretarial pocket, I have this mini receipt envelope that came in a cloth and paper order. And in here, I just have a few stickers. I have some transparent dot stickers I use for my bill planning. I have a few stamps, and I also have this little Pomodoro dry erase card that came in one of my sub boxes. I don't use the Pomodoro technique, so I repurposed this as a sticky note holder. In the smaller front pocket, I have a coupon card here and what was a tint card. We do get one of these in one of our sub boxes every month. I personally don't use tint cards, but I love the look and the design of this one, so I just cut off the top and the bottom and I use it as a date card in the front to mark paydays, birthdays, or any other important dates I may need to reference. So in the front here, I have two dashboards. Both of these are from cloth and paper, and they are held together by a matte black ollie clip. And then on the back, I just have a little sticky note. You will see these all over my planner. And then here I just have a little plastic card holder. I purchased this from an Etsy shop a long time ago. I don't remember the name, but if I find it, I will link it down below. But here I just have a couple of task cards. I have one for work, one for home. And then in this pocket, I just have some icon stickers. These I use in my monthly and weekly sections to mark meetings, important calls, work events, and any other important dates. And then here I just have a journaling card. And on the back, I have a picture of my kitty cat. This is my inbox, which I primarily use as a temporary placeholder or a brain dump. This is really useful in meetings when there's a tentative meeting date or appointment. I can stick a memo here and then move it to my planner once the date is confirmed, or throw it away if it gets canceled. I also use this for quick notes. So if I need to jot down a phone number or a confirmation number, Wi-Fi info, or anything like that, logging it here, it helps keep my weekly and monthly sections neat and minimizes the need to flip through different weeks or months to log tentative dates. So the last item I have in the front is this 2023 dashboard duo from Rosie Papetree. I really love this dashboard. It is layered, so you have your vellum sheet layered over this really soft cardstock. And then on the back, I've just got a few sticky notes, and then you move into my main agenda. So I have 5 main sections in my planner. I have overview, schedule, projects, wellness, finance, and miscellaneous. I also have 4 subsections in my finance section, but we'll get to those in just a little bit. So the dividers I'm using are the custom site dividers from Infinite Lotus. These are super thin, but also really durable and don't add bulk to your planner. I highly recommend these if you tend to stuff your planner or if you want a semi-transparent look. You can customize these to say whatever you want them to say, or you can purchase blank or numbered options from their website as well. So my first section is my overview, and this is where I have my year at a glance, quarterly, and monthly overviews. My year at a glance is from cloth and paper, and I use this to mark birthdays, holidays, anniversaries, and other personal important dates that I may need to reference throughout the year. The stickers I use here are the transparent mini dot stickers from Nicole Hutch Designs on Etsy. These are great for color coding important dates, and I use these throughout my planner. My quarterly overview is a printable from Rosie Papetree. So similar to my year at a glance, I do mark personal dates here, but I also use this space to mark any work deadlines and annual work events or conferences. So this is my monthly insert, and this is the overview that I tend to reference the most. I use this for bills that I need to pay, doctor's appointments, days off, or anything I need to accomplish for the month. This is the month on 2-page layout from Infinite Lotus. They have a few different layouts on their website, but I really like this one because you have designated space for all of your tasks. So at the top, you have a priorities section with 4 spots to list your top priorities for the month. And then at the bottom, you have a section for your important dates. And on the back, you have a to-do list at the top and then a monthly review section where you can record gratitude, accomplishments, lessons, and then a place at the bottom for your notes. A lot of times I don't use the monthly review sections, but then there are some months that I do, particularly when I'm not feeling the best or if I'm feeling a bit unmotivated. I will use this section to write down the things I'm thankful for and positive affirmations. It really helps me put things in perspective, and so I use it as a reminder of all of the positive things that have happened for the month. So I use a variety of stickers with this insert. These are the mini shape dot stickers from Cloth and Paper. These are in the color Moscow, and I use these to mark bills that I have to pay. Most of my bills are auto drafted, but there are a few that I still have to log on and pay, so that's what I use those for. These corner stickers are also from the mini shape pack. This is in the color Verona, and I use these to mark days off. These are little spotlight stickers that I use to mark the days that I go into the office. I do work from home, but I do go to the office every now and then for networking days or if I have to meet with my team or things like that. So that's what those stickers are for. And then I have holidays, birthdays, and appointments marked on here as well. I do keep all 12 monthly inserts in here. I do like to plan in advance on my monthly spreads. So this is another area where I tend to use sticky notes to mark tentative appointments, vacation, time off around the holidays, or other dates that aren't set in stone. My next section is my schedule, and this is where the bulk of my work and personal planning happen, and pretty much where my planner stays open to. So in this section, I have my weekly inserts. This year, I'm using the week on 2-page horizontal grid inserts from Infinite Lotus. I have tried just about every weekly insert there is out there, and these are by far my favorite. There's a couple of things that I like about these. I really like that you have so much space to write things out, which a lot of weekly spreads don't have, especially vertical layouts or condensed weeklies. I like to write things out in a lot of detail, so having space to do that is super helpful for me. I also like the layout of this spread. I really love having a smaller blank section here where I can list events or holiday reminders or anything else that is happening that day, but not impacting my schedule. So, for example, I manage a 35-person team, and so there are days where someone might be out sick or at an orientation or a volunteer event. Those are things that I need to be aware of, but they aren't things that directly impact my schedule. I also use the date box to list paydays and reminders. It really helps me visually separate the events from the day from my scheduled meetings and tasks. So the stickers I use for this section are many of the same ones that I use in my monthly overview. These Moscow corner stickers correspond with the dot stickers that I use to mark bills on my monthly spread. Since my planner stays open to my weekly spread, I do like having those days marked here as well, just as an extra reminder that a bill is due. I use washi tape to mark days off, and this is also where I use a lot of the icon stickers from the front of my planner. I use these to differentiate between types of meetings. So, for example, the clock icon is for anything relating to my team. So, that could be one on ones or performance reviews, things like that. And then the calendar icon is where I mark team meetings or any meetings with leadership. This little eye icon is for important meetings or tasks that I need to prep for. I have a ton of these little micro dot stickers. I absolutely love these stickers. They are from May Paper Co. And I use these to mark meetings with the executive team and those that require follow up. Some other stickers that I use frequently in this section are the transparent sticker dots from Cloth and Paper, birthday icon stickers. Most of those I get from SK Journals, spotlight stickers, payday stickers. The payday stickers that I use are from Humana Papery, and then a few others to mark events or personal tasks. I also made these page flags, and I use these for recurring tasks. So I do my expense report each month. So instead of writing it in my planner each month, I will just move this flag to the next month once it's complete. And then the same thing with my Factor subscription. I have to select my meals each week. So once I select my meals, I will just pull this off and then move it to the next Tuesday. One thing I do want to mention is that you don't have to use stickers or page flags or anything like that to plan. I like using them. It helps me quickly prioritize my day, and I can easily identify what's important, but you can use a highlighter, colored pencils, markers, or really whatever works for you. So I try and keep at least 2 months of inserts prior to where I'm currently planning. I do reference past meetings and events quite a bit, so it's helpful for me to have that detail. I can't always do that depending on how stuffed my planner gets, but I definitely try. And then I also keep 6 to 8 weeks of future inserts in here as well. And that wraps up my schedule section. So my next section is for projects. I do have a supplemental project planner. This is the clear vinyl 6-ring planner from Cloth and Paper. I use this for work projects or things I'm working with my team on, whether it's admin related or maybe an event that we're working on together. I also use this to map out content for my channel or for Instagram. All of that I sketch out and log in my separate planner. What I use my project section for in my main planner is primarily for brainstorming and idea mapping. I also use this as a Q&A section for my team. So sometimes a question will come up in my team meeting that I don't immediately know the answer to. And so I'll use this as a place to brainstorm with my co-managers, and we'll add research and notes. All of that I log here in this planner. So while the guts of my projects are detailed in my supplemental planner, it's very helpful for me to have a section in my everyday carry with high level information that I can quickly reference when I'm on the go. So next is my wellness section, and this is a section that I use every single day. And here I have my 12-month goals and 12-month health and fitness logs. This year, I'm really trying to focus on my health and well-being. I'm really working to prioritize better and incorporate a bit more balance in my day to day. So, similar to my project section, I do have a supplemental wellness planner or notebook where I detail all of the things I log in my wellness section of this planner. So, this is a 2023 spiral bound planner from Cloth and Paper. This is a dated planner. I like having a dated planner as my wellness planner because I don't have to reinvent the wheel. Since I'm logging every day, I don't have to write down the month or date or anything. So the things that I track in here are my food intake, so everything that I eat, my weight, my mood, exercise, caloric intake, and also how much water I'm drinking. The only thing I don't track in this planner are my measurements and medicines that I take, and that I just log in my main agenda. So in the front here, I have two dashboards from Cloth and Paper. And then this page is a cover page from the Cloth and Paper Wellness Bundle, which I do not use, but I love the quote on the front. So I repurposed this as a goals dashboard. Here I have my goals for the year, my measurements, and then a few before photos, and I will add after photos at the end of the year. Next, I have my measurement log, which lets me see my progress from month to month. These are the Cloth and Paper graph note inserts. I love Cloth and Paper's paper texture, particularly for bullet journaling. So I purchased a pack of these and taped them to a regular 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and I printed graphics and text directly on them. I'm not going to go into too much detail in this video on how I set up my wellness planner, but I will do a quick flip through of each log. A lot of this is blurred out, but if you are interested in seeing how I fully set up my wellness planners, then please make sure to subscribe. So here I have my weight log and my weight tracker. And then this is my calorie log and my water log, my exercise tracker and my mood log. This is my symptom tracker. And last is my medicine log. So my next to last section is my finance section. I don't have a separate finance planner, but I do use my wall calendar to mark bills I have to pay and those that are auto drafted for my accounts. So the first two inserts are from the Cloth and Paper Finance Bundle. I did not use their finance bundle. I tend to personalize my budget quite a bit, but their cover pages have really great quotes and tips and tricks and a lot of budgeting information that's good to have for anyone who's keeping track of their finances. I designed all of my budget inserts for my finance section, and here I just have a dashboard with one of my favorite quotes from Maya Angelou, and then on the back I just have a list of all of my bills. So this is where the subsections that I mentioned earlier are. I have 4 subsections in my finance section. I have my budget overview, expense log, resources and tools, and passwords. And for these, I also use the Infinite Lotus dividers, but these are the blank top tab dividers. So similar to my wellness section, I'm not going to go into detail on the setup, but I will do a quick flip through of the layout and the things that I track for my months. So I have a cover page for each month, and each of these has a separate quote. And then on the back, I have my sinking funds and a place for my notes. Here I have my income information, my fixed expenses, which should for the most part stay the same each month, my debt, and then on the back, I have my variable expenses. So if I'm trying to cut back on expenses, this is usually the first place I will start. I have my savings and then my summary here at the bottom. So this is the layout for all of my months. I've been using this layout for a couple of years, and it really helps me stay in control of my finances and helps me stay accountable and on track. So the next subsection is my expense log. The finance bundle did have their own expense log, but I ended up creating my own. I like to see my expense detail and category separate, as well as separate columns for credits and debits. I also included a column at the end where I can check things off, which is especially helpful when I'm comparing it to what my bank has or when I'm adding everything up to log in my budget overview. So this is one of the few areas in this planner where I do color code, primarily for the categories that I want to pay special attention to or those where I tend to overspend. So I have this little key here that I use to identify each tracked category. And then I do use just a few stickers here just to mark if an expense is reimbursable, if it's a business expense or a sinking fund, or if I paid with cash or a check. I do use Mint to track my expenses as well as my banking apps, but I really like writing down what I'm spending my money on. It helps me visually see what I need to cut back on, and again, it helps keep me on track and accountable. The third subsection is my resources and tools section. So this entire section did come out of the finance bundle, and this is where I log bank info, credit bureau info. I have some insurance information in here as well. I don't keep anything confidential in here at all. So any account numbers, credit card numbers, all of that I keep in a separate password keeper in case this ever gets lost or stolen. And then in my last subsection are my passwords. So similar to my resources and tools section, this is where I keep non-financial related login information. So things like my Zoom account login, design software logins, things like that are kept in this section. I also have a few contacts inserts in here as well. This is a custom dashboard that I purchased a long time ago from AMW Planner on Etsy, and I just have it layered over a piece of textured paper that I picked up at Michael's. So my last section is my miscellaneous, and right now I'm really just using this as a note section. So these are two dashboards that both came from Cloth and Paper, and the lined notes pages are from Cloth and Paper as well. I also have some grid paper here, and these are the printables from Simple and Trendy Co. on Etsy. Here I just have a planner pocket. This one is from Plan and Stow, and I just have a bunch of stickers in here that I use regularly. These are the spotlight stickers. These are the ones from Nicole Hutch Designs, payday stickers, some corner stickers. These are from Daisy Papers, and then a lot of transparent dot stickers. Then I have a page lifter that again has a bunch of sticky notes because you can never have enough of those. In the back slip pocket, I just have a quick planning tools card. In the front pocket here, I have a journaling card from Cessa V, a contact card from Cloth and Paper, and then I have this little thank you card or gratitude card technically. And I like having one of these in my planner in case I go somewhere and get really great service or something. I can leave them a nice little note. The pen that I use is the Uniball Sigma 1.38 millimeter pen. This pen is really great. It writes super, super dark, but very thin as well. I bought this in a pack of 3 on Amazon, I believe, but a lot of the planner shops sell them as well. So that is it, you guys. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, I would appreciate it if you would hit the like button and subscribe. You would really help me out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.